Donald Trump still at 244 and Hillary now went up at 215. What is the sense that you're getting from the people around you at the Times Square now?
Well, as you mentioned, a lot of people in Times Square very nervous about the results that they see coming in. But not only the people, the markets, money also very concerned. The projections for the Dow Jones opening and the Nasdaq opening here, they could hit record lows. And that's certainly what we're seeing on social media right now. I am joined by two Democrat supporters of Hillary Clinton. What is your name?
Miranda.
Miranda, you've been very emotional. We've seen you sort of watching the screen and tearing up from time to time. What are your thoughts at this point?
I mean, it's just devastating. I've been a fan of Hillary Clinton since I was like 7 years old. And we put so much energy and so much hope into this campaign. And it's just really astonishing to see it end this way.
Eric is also a Hillary supporter. None of us could really have predicted this given the polling that we were seeing. I mean, in terms of North Carolina, Hillary was up between 3 and 6 points there. It was a dead heat in Ohio. It was a dead heat in Florida. What do you make of what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, I'm shocked and appalled at the moment. I would never expect that the United States would elect an idiot to the presidency of this country. And it can be devastating to the U.S. and the world. This guy has a very bad temperament, and it cannot handle, I feel, tough decisions in a fair manner.
We're just looking at the popular vote on the big screen, something like, the sort of a 50 million split. I mean, what does that say about this country? No matter who wins the presidency, this is a very divided country, and this needs to be a president for everybody. Do you think that's possible under a Trump presidency, being the Democrat that you are?
I don't really think that's possible. I think that there's many Americans that are angered at the moment in the Bible Belt of the United States, which is the states that are more rural, and they feel that they're losing their jobs. They feel that America is falling somehow, and they are basically just electing someone who speaks from his feelings and not speaks from a rational mind, I believe.
We were on the cusp, really, in many ways, of seeing the first woman president ever in United States history. The polls were certainly looking that way. The modeling we were seeing from the New York Times, from Reuters, said it was between an 85 and 90% chance of a Hillary Clinton victory. The Obama family were out in Pennsylvania in full force campaigning in a lot of swing states for Hillary Clinton. Talk about your disappointment and the moment that seems to be slipping away here.
I mean, I think it's fear, and I think it's sexism, and I think it's conservative voters trying to rebuke the Obama administration. I think it's just a lot of people appealing to the lowest common denominator. And it's just so upsetting for people who have looked up to a woman who has done literally everything that you could do to be qualified for the presidency and is now apparently not going to have that opportunity. I mean, maybe we're in for like a last-minute miracle, but it's just so appalling. I'm a teacher. I teach college writing, and having students in a classroom in this environment, it's so impossible to be objective and to try to keep politics out of the classroom because you can't help viscerally reacting to something that's this upsetting and this distasteful.
What do you think the reaction to the Obama presidency is about? I mean, what do you think is at the core of this reaction?
I think it's absolutely racism. I mean, I don't think there's anything else. You can argue a difference in ideology if you want. You can argue that a conservative president could have more conservative fiscal policies, but I don't think that's what it's about. I think it's a visceral race-based fear, and it's just upsetting that half the country apparently jumped on the bandwagon.
I mean, this has been a conversation, certainly over the last number of years. We talk about Black Lives Matter, we've seen protests, we've seen the discussion between law enforcement and minority groups in this country. As a black man, how do you feel about what we're seeing here today?
I feel that, America is showing its true colors historically right now, and I feel that everything that's been going on in regards to police and Black Lives Matter has galvanized the right in such a way that they are showing their distaste for people that they do not like.
All right, folks, so you've heard now from two Hillary supporters. It's difficult to find Trump supporters here in Times Square, New York. Of course, this is blue country. It's not all over yet, so for those Hillary supporters, let's keep watching. 7 states still to release their results and their projected winners. Donald Trump in the lead right now, but Hillary Clinton can still make a comeback, but she needs to start now.